Your nagging is becoming more annoying than my persistent rash. We finally have a secure base. To go back outside without a plan is even too foolhardy for me.
You want us to hide behind these walls? To leave our comrades to die while you sip wine and lounge about? You have no honor, knight.
Don't lecture me about honor, elf. You have no idea what I've seen or what I've gone through.
A moment, gentlemen. Postpone your exchange of harsh words long enough to acknowledge our visitor.
Everything we saw out there, it was maddening. There's no way we can win this. There's just no way.
Feels good to be somewhere safe again. I don't know how much longer we would have survived out there. I'm just going to enjoy this quiet time for as long as it lasts.
I refuse to leave our guildmates to rot in the wilds of this wicked place. I don't care about the dangers. How would you feel if it were you still out there? Wouldn't you want us to come and find you?
All this bickering becomes tiresome. While I agree we can't just leave our brothers and sisters out there, Darian's right. We need a plan.
My apologies for that display. The whole rash comment. Just a figure of speech, of course. So, I suppose you know more about this place than any of us. Like where I can get a decent drink? A safe haven, eh? I didn't really expect to see cheerful flowers and clear water anywhere in this dark realm. I assumed we were walking into untimely and painful deaths. Glad to see I was wrong this one time. I couldn't let you go off and save the world all by yourself, could I? Not with just these Fighters Guild braggarts. Besides, there was a portal. How could I not step through and see what was on the other side? That's a good question. I heard that Captain Alfari was killed shortly after we were scattered. I was hoping to find another officer here, but no such luck. An Iliad? I thought they were all, you know, dead. Of course, this is a Daedric Prince's plane. I really need to stop being surprised by such revelations. I have a feeling that won't be the strangest thing I find out before this is all over.
Attend me, soldiers. We have a war to win, and time grows short.
What in Ariel's name is this? Who are you?
So that's the last Iliad, huh? I thought he'd be more dusty. Isn't that what happens when elves get really, really old?
Shut it, you fop.
Who's in charge of this group? Step forward and address me. Then allow me to rectify that. I shall lead you. We shall recover your comrades and complete your mission. If that does not work for you, your services are no longer needed.
I don't know who you are, but you aren't Fighters Guild. You have no authority over us.
Do you challenge me, then? Do you want me to kill you to prove my combat prowess to your companions?
I wouldn't necessarily mind seeing that. He is kind of annoying.
How can you expect us to lay down our lives for someone we never met? Trust is earned on the battlefield.
I miss roasting pupil scribs over a
If
fire.
you want to survive,
Sweet
if you
and
want to
airy,
win
with a
this,
hint of crunch.
you must trust me. Allow me to explain why you need my leadership. We shall work this out. I understand your reservations, but with my leadership, the Fighters Guild will help us win this war. I do not expect this group to blindly trust me. That would be foolish. I plan to instill them with confidence so that when the others arrive, they will follow me without question. For now, I shall speak with each soldier here. Tell them what I think we should do and how we should do it. Perhaps listen to their opinions. To rush into battle with no allegiance is to command a unit that is already defeated. Continue to amass our forces until we have enough troops. Then we meet in council and plan our attack. The chasm to the north protects Morlog Baal's inner sanctum. We must cross it and confront the prince if we hope to save Nirn.
I like reading too, you know. If you ever need an excuse to get me something.
I represent the Fighters Guild here in the Hollow City. Yes, but like the others, I wound up separated and alone in the wilderness. Luckily, I wasn't far from the walls of the city and was able to make my way here without too much trouble.
It's like stepping into the past. We're walking around in a piece of history. Look at the architecture. Some of our troops have made their way back to the city, but we're still missing more people than I'd hoped. With any luck, they're still alive out there and just waiting to be rescued. I went days without a sip of mead when we were in the Tower of Lies.
I came along with the original force. I wanted to show my support for this important effort. The Fighters Guild is always prepared. If we had a motto, I would tell you that we're ready for anything. I just wish we could stop losing commanding officers. Come to think of it, I'm not actually sure who's in charge at the moment.
It's a relief to be here in the Hollow City, but I wonder if I'll ever see my home again.
What a dismal land this is. Why don't they ever send me somewhere nice? At the moment, the stores are full. As soon as the mages stabilize the portals to Tamriel, we'll have a more or less uninterrupted supply line. Things could change at any moment, though, so I'd suggest you stock up.
Nice Fighters Guild Hall. It's got all the comforts of home, but I'm ready to get out there and fight. You can only plan so much. Sometimes you need to swing your damned axe and move forward.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting. You've caught me at a busy time. Change of plans? What would you like to talk about? We've already been through more together than most people I've known. Feels... run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
thank you. Let's meet by the Way Shrine, just east of this tower. I'll be fine. As long as the Daedra think I still belong to Drusilla, they won't harm me. I appreciate that you came to get me. A little longer and who knows what Drusilla would have made me do. I won't forget what you did for me. Even a loyal servant can withstand the charms of a beautiful winged Daedra for only so long, you know. I saw a city from the top of the tower. I'll head there and try to find my dear Lady Laurent. Freedom is a wonderful thing, and I'm sure that dear Lady Laurent has missed me terribly. She really is lost when I'm not around to help her. The Mages Guild hired Lady Laurent and a few other scholars and treasure hunters for some sort of mission. I was never really made privy to the finer details. Anyway, Lady Laurent had me gather her equipment and follow her through a portal. Quite so. I must have blacked out. When I opened my eyes, a winged beauty was hovering above me. She took me in her claws and carried me to the top of that tower. Well, it wasn't that bad. Drusilla was very kind, for an evil Daedra. But she became infatuated. My natural charms, I suppose, but the more I refused her, the harder she pressed herself upon me. I'd rather not talk about this if you don't mind. That's excellent news. The poor dear really isn't cut out for taking care of herself. She depends on me for everything, you know.
never have enough of that. A little opportunistic harvesting.
Your troops grow weak,
another
Thanagar.
mortal
The
happens
worm
by.
cult isn't what it once was, and this mage isn't going to change that.
You throw peasants at me, Estri. Confuse weakness with boredom. My mage will do just fine.
Believe what you will. When I am victorious and you grovel before me, I will remind you of this moment and how wrong you were.
You two bicker like a couple of married old Nords. You didn't even notice the new arrival.
Another one? Where do they all come from? I swear they pop up like rabbits.
This one is different, special. I think this one will make a good addition to my team.
Ah, a new recruit. Splendid. I have a good feeling about you. Yes, I really do. Together, I'm sure we can win this contest. Good fortune follows me, or so I've been told. Hasn't the Observer explained things? He is the game master. My associates and I, we're the contestants. We play to win our freedom. Of course we need pawns to play the game. Luckily, the mages arrived just in time for the next match. Do you think I had a choice? You are either naive or woefully ill-informed. Come back and speak to me when you're ready to join my team.
My killer comes to humiliate me once again. Well, know that your luck won't help you here. I do hope you compete in this game. I so want to get another chance to rip out your heart and pull out your spine. And here I am, no thanks to you. My connections to the higher powers have granted me a second chance. One I fully intend to use to tear you apart, piece by piece. You won't stop me again. Don't test me, fool. I can't say I blame you for coming to join the game, though. The lure of power, the chance for Molag Bal's favor. You're more like me than I imagine. Ruthless, power-hungry, a worthy opponent.
You have no idea what you just walked into. You should never have come here. The one who runs this game, the Observer, he uses us as an amusement. He promises freedom and forgiveness. Lofty ambitions that are most certainly unattainable. Yet we continue to fight. It's either this or non-existence.
What's to do?
It's an endless game of torture. A snare for any who walk into its grasp. They promise us freedom if we win, yet none of us can seem to gain the upper hand. It's maddening. I fear we shall have to play forever and ever.
Why have you wandered into the cliffs of failure, mortal? Are you curious as to what you must face here? Do you wonder why we haven't destroyed you? Or why these mages abound before us? I have answers, of course, if you are willing to listen. The three standing beside me have either failed the Lord of Schemes in life, or become bound to him in death. Redemption calls to each of them, but to win back the Dark Lord's favor, they must first win my game. And no one has ever won my game. Why, these mages have joined the game. Sides have been drawn and tasks assigned. First, they each must perform a small deed for their new masters. If they survive that, then the fun begins. They can start killing each other. You are so nicely, but no. Once you begin the game, only victory or defeat can set you free. You, however, shall add an element of surprise and excitement to the game. Will you rush bravely into the fray, or will you turn and run like a coward? I appreciate your spirit, but save it for the game. I have been master of this game for thousands of years. Many have tried to defeat me, all have fallen. I confess that the game has begun to bore me. Where is the challenge? How true. So you can understand my excitement. You have come here of your own accord. You seek to defend the mages so unprecedented. Still, to participate you must choose a side. There are no wild cards in this game. They are in the game now, below us. They fight for their lives, doing all they can to survive. I'll be curious to see if they make it past the first trial. So few do, you know. That portal will take you to the battleground. Find the mages there, if they haven't been eliminated yet. Be warned, once you enter the portal, you are committed to the game. Remember that. I don't abide cheaters or quitters. My master hates when his servants fail him. It breaks his heart. But he will forgive if they can prove they still have something to offer. Take these 3. Failures, every one. But my master offers a chance. He allows them to compete in my game. The rules are simple. These 3 cannot participate in the game directly. They must use pawns to fight for them. In this case, the mages. If a chosen champion falls, so too falls the corresponding leader, and redemption slips from their grasp. You get to compete as well. Join a team and lead it to victory. Do this, and you can claim the prize that has thus far been unattainable. Freedom from my game. And I'll even sweeten the deal. Win, and you can take one of the mages with you.
You have no idea what you just walked into. You...
This one is so sorry, Julene. I do this because I must. One of us has to make it out of here and get back to our mission.
Why, my dear friend? Why have you done this? You came with us to stop Molag Bal, didn't you? I'm sorry you got caught up in this stupid game, too. Well, take my life. Finish me. I refuse to participate in this travesty. Really? Well, your timing is terrible. Couldn't you have shown up before we started killing each other? I'm sorry. It's not your fault. I'm just frustrated in myself. And a little in pain. Can you believe Mim stabbed me? Mim talked about a plan to get us out of this. Said we just needed to play along. But as soon as we got down here, the dark elf fled and the cat stabbed me. Said everything would be all right. Engoff selected me. The bastard who tried to destroy Glenumbra picks the Breton. Of all the arrogance and gall. I guess it doesn't matter now. He gave me these strange seeds. Said they'd help if I planted them. Engoff told me to plant the seeds in the corpses of the fallen. He seemed desperate, but there was also a kind of compassion in his eyes. Here, take them. I don't want them. You can perform this task. Maybe that will help us.
Stay away from Mim. Don't make this one hurt you. Mim will win this game. Mim will beat everyone and get us out of here. All of us. Help! You can't help. We're stuck here, fighting to the death. No one gets out alive. That's just how the game works. Mim will kill them all, even the Observer. Then he'll have to let us out. He can't hold us here if he's dead. Mim needed to slow Julin down. She's hard-headed, ready to rush into battle at the smallest provocation. It may not seem like it, but Mim saved her life. What does it matter if this one can't figure out what to do with Thalec's stupid rune? Glad to hear it. Good to know you weren't fooled by his promises. Or are you just saying that? Maybe he sent you to follow Mim. Maybe you're part of his game. This one doesn't know what to believe. And this stupid rune Thalec gave me, it's useless! Help? Just like this one's new master Thalec has helped! He tossed me in this pit, gave me this rune and wished me luck. I don't even know what to do with a rune.
This woman will live. I have made sure of that. She is too valuable to lose so early in the contest. You may have accomplished her task, but I know she will help me in the end. For this reason, her life is not forfeit. Do not attempt to know my heart, mortal. Julin is pure. Unlike the rest of my army, she is not tainted by corruption. I need one such as her if I am to win this war. Serve the Lord of Schemes? Never again, mortal! I fight this battle to live, to reverse what I've become. This magic that made me like this hides in this realm, as does the magic to restore me. I want to become whole again. That's why I play this ridiculous game. Now leave me! These seeds have increased my forces and given me the numbers I need to win this war. That's all I required of you.
Why is Angoff helping me? What's going on here? Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
Stay away from Mim. Don't. Help! You can help? He said it harnessed the power of the dead. Whatever that means. Called it his death rune. It's dark magic, and Mim wants no part of it. Show Mim you actually want to help, and figure out what to do with the rune. Maybe we can use it against him. Thalec said to look for the runes on the ground. Some kind of circle. The moons take Mim if this one understood a word he said. You figure it out. Just don't make Mim regret this. This one is trusting you, because you haven't attacked Mim. Yet.
So, you ended up with my rune. Interesting. You're either working with the cat or you killed him. I'd prefer the latter, of course, but perhaps that's just me. Still, there's a way for everyone to win today. The rune you carry is more powerful than you can imagine. If the cat knew its true potential, you would never have given it up. The power of the dead flows through the rune. Necromancy, some call it. But the rune serves another purpose as well. It transforms you into an agent of destruction. Every creature you slay strengthens the rune. Not even the Observer can stand against the power of the fully charged Death Rune. I know you hate me. It's mutual. But we need each other now. How can you not? I can't participate directly in this game, but you won't need to worry about my interference if you help me. With the power of the Death Rune, you could free us all. For now, you simply need to charge it, transform yourself, and kill.
The scent of death lingers about you. This one supposes you found a way to harness the true power of the rune, yes? Then our journey continues for a while longer. Watching our steps from here on out, yes? If you can still help my companions, Mim asks that you do so. We need to find a way out of this, together.
I can end this nightmare. One step, and it would all be over. No more worries. No more unpleasant options. I wouldn't have to hurt anyone. Just one single step. Help? No one can help us. We're already dead. Lost. Forgotten. More playthings for Molag Bal. We can't win this dreadful game. No one can. Why even bother trying? I couldn't even hold on to the one thing I needed to survive. It's useless. Either I fight for naught or I end it all, here and now. I refuse to play this game. I refuse to fight against my friends and allies. It's better this way. The shadow. The one Lady Estrie gave me. She said it would protect me. But when I refused to fight, to aid the shadow, it claimed I was unworthy. It said I wasn't fit to own such a fine shadow. And then my only chance to survive walked away. new contestant arrives, peering out from cold, cold eyes. But what does this mean? Only the Shadow Court can glean. Choose wisely, or we shall see your demise. Realmus would not fiddle, and my loyalty must be bought with both rhyme and riddle. The Dark Elf is weak, and I refuse to be meek, so someone stronger I seek. Is it you I must ask for this one simple task? Find my lovely lady's carnival mask. A mask of beauty and style. It gives my lady powers of shadow and guile. It broke and fell at a party so swell, and now neither of us knows where it does dwell. So to this place I'm sent, to seek, to repent, and to find where that pesky mask went. When the job is done, we can resume the fun, with the Dark Elf safe and unspoken. But finding the mask is no easy task, for its pieces are scattered and broken. I know the locations, I know your motivations, so listen well, with great expectations. 3 pieces to find, each of a kind. The first below the rock bridge, where the spiky vines live. The second one stays near where the river meets my gaze. And the third piece sits by the frozen giant's bits. So now we are intertwined. Find the broken mask I seek, or your outlook is bleak. Remember my clues, for they'll lead you true, without lies or ruse. 3 pieces to find, each of a kind. The first below the rock bridge, where the spiky vines live. The second one stays near where the river meets my gaze. And the third one sits by the frozen giant's bits. So now we are intertwined.
Too often.
You're back, I see, with the pieces I need. I hope the guests weren't too much pests. But please, Lady Estrie wants to speak. Perhaps she'll provide the aid you seek. Lady Estrie appeared. She said I should trust her, that I'd get out of here. I don't know what to believe, but her words comforted me at least. That's something. I think I'll stick with her for now.
You see my court jester? Isn't he handsome? In life I knew him and other members of the Shadow Court. We worked together on more than one occasion. Doesn't he dance like a Daedra? Oh, but you must be wondering why I'm here to greet you. What? Can't you read my mind? I tease, I tease. I came to thank you for the service you provided me. A service I didn't even ask you to do. The Dark Elf here, such a poor fellow. The things he considered doing to himself. Very sad. Direct and to the point. I can appreciate that. We have so much in common, you and I. I wanted you to know that you're exceeding the Observer's expectations. He thought you'd be dead by now. He certainly didn't expect you to run and save everyone. Because you need to decide soon. The Observer won't let you play the game much longer if you don't select a side. I invite you to join my team. We'd be perfect together. It makes perfect sense. That's why I'm so glad I thought of it.